What's up guys, back in today I have another reaction on the channel, and today I'll be reacting to Berserk, the Golden Age arc movie 1. I was a little bit apprehensive going into these movies as I didn't really want to watch them. I just finished watching the 1995, I think it was, anime, and absolutely loved that. The ending was again a little bit quick, but I think there's going to be a slight difference in the ending of the third movie of these. I was a little bit apprehensive mostly because of the CGI, and I went to a lot of forums and they told me, they told everyone pretty much not to watch these, but I've been told otherwise by a lot of my subscribers on the channel, so I thought I'd give it a try at least, see what the first one's like, and most likely it probably will continue the other two even if I don't really like this first one that much. But I'm again excited to see these characters in this new animation in CGI. I'm hoping it looks at least decent, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this first one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. I'll be starting out the manga tomorrow for you guys. I think I'll be uploading this on Sunday, so yeah, it should be tomorrow for you guys. But let's get right into this one, guys. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, recording this a few days in advance just because this movie's quite short. It's only an hour and a little bit, I think. But yeah, I went to a lot of forums and I saw just pretty much just no one speaking positively about these. They've got decent ratings, which I found interesting. They're decently rated. Mostly people complain about the CGI and the way it feels like just episodes kind of stuck together, which I can understand. You're adapting a manga into a full-length movie. Is this not going to be full screen either? No, I don't think so. Hopefully the subtitles are on the back part of the screen. But there's a battle going on. Yeah, looks like the first fight from where we started the series. I'm not gonna lie, I did watch a few clips of the movies just to have a little sense of what I was in for from the first one. And the 2D scenes look really nice. The characters look awesome in the 2D. It is when it starts getting into this 3D, it does look a little bit flimsy. Oh god. I suppose we can see the brutality in all 3D. CGI. Yeah, it's a shame to be honest, because the action scenes, from what I read of the manga, and from what I can just kind of tell from watching the old anime, it's a shame because it seems like they've never really been able to capture the action scenes perfectly in any adaptation of Berserk in the newest versions or the old versions, just because of obviously the old versions, the constraints on animation. There were some nice looking scenes, don't get me wrong, but just like action wise, you can't really compare it to a Jujutsu Kaisen, for example, or a Full Metal Alchemist, something along those lines. Again, it's a shame because this would probably be one of the best ever anime if it got everything right with the action, because it gets perfectly the other scenes, doesn't it? The dialogue, the scenic scenes, but hopefully again we can have a new adaptation. Everything seems to be coming back for like a second season or third season or remake nowadays, so Berserk definitely has a chance. Oh, there's that motherfucker. Doesn't look quite as big in this version. Obviously this one's meant to be way more realistic. Bazuso, that's the one. Dead 10. Different voice actors, I think. Hard to tell, kind of, because Guts wasn't really doing too much talking in the last few episodes of the anime. There's a lot of screaming and shouting. Like these scenes here with the 2D actually look really good. But then they go back to this 3D stuff, and it just ain't flowing. My utmost aspiration. God damn. Right in two. Again, look at that. That 2D scene looks really fucking nice. Why did they have to choose 3D? Why did I don't know. Like, I understand 3D in anime, like Dorohedoro, for example. That anime suits 3D. It just goes well together. But I can't think of any reason. I can't think of any reason why you'd want to choose CGI for Berserk rather than 2D. I can't think of any reason. Maybe the final scene of the third movie, perhaps, and after the eclipse, maybe could be a potential reason. Again, I still can't understand how that would be any better than a beautiful 2D drawing of it. But yeah, is what it is. Honestly, it's very rare for me to enjoy any CGI shows. Again, the only one I've ever really got on with is Dorohedoro, and that wasn't really at all because of the action. I did like the action. Again, don't get me wrong, but the character designs looked really nice in CGI. Whereas in this stage, again, just because they're so almost plain, they're old school designs, they look a bit dodgy. This is an awesome little intro, isn't it? I wonder if we'll meet some. Oh shit, there's Puck. I was gonna say, I wonder if we'll meet some characters so we don't actually end up. Who the hell is that? Who the hell are those people? Oh, there's gonna be some new stuff in here, isn't there? Yeah, I was gonna say, I was wondering if we'll see any characters that we don't see in the old anime. Oh shit, there's Skull Knight. I've seen him once in the wood scene. Yeah, a skipped part from one of the episodes in the old anime, which I read the chapter of. Skull Knight lurking in the shadows, absolutely fucking bamboozled guts. Hopefully, we might get that here then. That would be awesome if they cover those scenes. Some of the best scenes is what they skipped in the old anime. So I'm hoping maybe again they cover some of those here. I never really cared that much for these kind of war battles in the old school anime. The early ones, at least, from like episode 10, from episode like 1, well, episode 2 through 10, or 10 through 15. I didn't really care about much of that because again, the animation was limited. It would just make this show again just another level of probably a masterpiece if they just got everything correct in that. So look at that design. That design looks perfectly good, perfectly fine in 2D. Now watch this guy look like an absolute fucking mess. So it's the Band of the Hawk. Well, the sound design is very nice. I will give these guys that. The sound in this, although the movie's been really quiet, I think that's just a from where I'm watching it. Is yeah, that's a nice scene there. Blood on the camera. Not something you could probably do in the old school version. Yeah, the sound design on like the swords and such, and the little details are really nice. That Caucus. Yeah, it is. Casca's voice acting has changed a hell of a lot. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe this is the point, the exact point where he learns crossbows are actually very useful, and then decides to get one later on. Interesting looking back at things like this, isn't it? And might just be absolute rubbish. might just be a god damn. Might just be a coincidence if you know what I'm saying. But at some point, he obviously learns that arrows are pretty fucking useful, long range weapons. Of course she is. Did you not just see Guts against Bazuso? Oh, see, look at that animation. This looks really fucking nice. Yeah, it's just a shame they ruin it. Griffiths. Wow, Griffith's voice changed as well. It's pretty much as I thought it'd be, quite quaint, soft. But it's even more soft in this version. Not that that means anything, of course. Why couldn't they just not keep the whole fucking movie like this, man? Dude, the animation looks fucking. It looks great. I remember when this come out as well, like 2016, I think. It looks absolutely great. It looks like something that come out this season. Again, except for when the action starts, where you want the animation to look really nice. Sorry, I keep complaining about that. Obviously, it's in my face for the whole hour and a half. So this I can't remember the guy's name. I remember Donovan though. I wonder if he'll be in this. I doubt it. I hope not. I don't think. Well, we did see Puck, so maybe. Oh shit! That's Donovan. Unless they changed up the design big time of what's his name? God, it's been a while since I watched these opening episodes and read those first couple chapters. So there's his dad, quotation marks. Is that his mother's? Is that when she died from the plague? They burnt her down, I guess. Yeah, I can't fully remember that, but yeah, the mum ended up dying just beforehand. There he is on his fucking different hill this time. There he is on his crippled. Interesting they decided to do it like this, just kind of flashback, no dialogue or anything. Nightmare. Honestly, I don't mind it. Again, it goes without saying that you obviously need to watch the anime or read the manga before watching this. There's stuff like that in there, but for the people that have done that, I'm absolutely fine with it. First night they slept together. First. Not quite the same as what we experienced at the end. Oh yeah, we got full frontal nudity. Yeah, I might bring up a good point there. All these movies are actually uploaded to YouTube, and they've been uploaded to YouTube for years. And I've been obviously censoring just because of worriedness about people reporting such. But honestly, I might not need to worry about censoring anything. To be fair, I'm gonna leave this episode. I think I don't think there's anything going to be too bad in this episode, so I think I'm going to leave it and see how it goes. I don't think they I don't think they really care maybe too much about anime. Maybe because it's animated in 2D and fake, they don't care too much about it. I would have thought it would have come under the like over 18 stuff anyway, but maybe not. Jedeau? Oh shit. Who does this guy voice? This guy voice acts a lot of people. I can't quite put my. That's one fucking big hornet. They call him Judo in Japanese. Yeah, his voice actor does a lot of work. Very, very prominent. Again, I can't quite name any characters off the top of my head, but Griffith looks a little different in this version as well, doesn't he? He looks a bit more rounded. Oh, there we go. He looks quite pointy there. But yeah, he looks more rounded, doesn't he? Face-wise, he looked a bit more rugged in the old school one. Made him look a bit more handsome than he does here. And I think I prefer him looking a bit more handsome, to be fair. It goes pretty well with his kind of aesthetic, if you know what I'm saying, with his mindset and just who he is, in my opinion. But again, I prefer this voice actor, I think. A little bit softer. It's Pippin. We haven't seen Pippin yet, have we? Hey, there he is. Big brute. Oh, there's I called him fucking Herbert. What's his name? I forgot now. Just gotta keep calling him Herbert, I guess. Rickert. Yeah, never found out what happened to him. Still, I think we have to wait for chapter 52 of the manga. Takano Dansan. But yeah, it does very much feel like they are just covering the main points, if you know what I'm saying. It's just main point to main point to main point. And I won't lie, I think Casca actually looked a little bit better in the old school version. Splendid. And you're right. Oh, look at that face, splendidness. Again, this is brilliant right now. I'm really liking this right now with this 2D. It looked great. It's been looking great for the last few minutes. Again, the sound design is fucking awesome as well. The weight behind the sound of the weight behind these blades is perfect. If you know what I'm saying, they get the exact right sound for the massive blades, the small blades, the axes. Awesome. Man, Corcus really looks just like a generic fucking background character in this one, doesn't he? It kind of suits him. Hey, see, this action scene was sick. Again, just disappointing to know this is like a what if you know what I'm saying. I imagine there's plenty more CGI to come, unfortunately. Ooh. Did this happen in the anime? I can't remember this happening. I thought it just ended with the jump. Oh, I think I remember now. Again, it's been a little while. Oh, these cracking sounds, man. Again, they've got the sound design spot on. Ooh. There it goes. You are mine. Looks like a newborn baby. Mummy! Own country. Yeah. He does. He does in the end, doesn't he? Although not quite, because Griffith Guts does live. But from what we saw in the old anime, he did decide when he dies. He just didn't die then. Guts is one of those people, isn't he? I can't quite remember the exact words said, but he's like a worm almost. He gets right down to the point where you're about to die, and just because he was born from death, just survives, just embraces it. I'm not sure what's going on with the sound, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's, again, just this site. Sometimes it gets really loud and sometimes it's really quiet. Yeah, this just not nice to look at. There's a lot of brutality going on, but it's so hard to actually see what's going on. That's not even really worth doing it. Oh, there's the king. Oh god, that guy looks even worse. Oh no, there's the king. Oh, that guy who's standing looks a lot like him. That's some really long eyebrows. Fucking hell. People's eyebrows actually grow that long? I doubt it. Maybe some people have a condition where that maybe grows that long. Yeah, it's just disappointing. Builds up to that. Yeah, I think I understand what you guys are saying now as well. I think these movies probably do get quite a bit better as they go along because, like I mentioned before, I didn't really ever care about these fights all that much. Probably will in the manga. I imagine I'll care a whole lot more about these in the manga, actually. But I don't remember what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I imagine they probably do get better as they go along because there's less of these fights, isn't there? Less of these almost fights I don't really care about as it goes on, and then probably less need for the use. Well, there's never a need for use for fucking CGI, but hopefully less use of CGI later on as well. I remember being a whole lot more amazed by the suits of armor in the old anime as well. Okay, they just look better in 2D, don't they? Suits of armor. Still got some of the best ones yet to come though. But again, it's just disappointing when these massively amped up moments that are built up like that. Well, that wasn't really built up, but moments that are going to be built up are just going to be kind of ruined by that. There we go, looking a lot more like Guts now. Okay, he almost looks like a bulldog in those younger phases, doesn't he? Like it's a small body, but it looks so bulky. It looks a bit strange. Alcohol, take. So yeah, no, I can't. I can't quite remember. I was going to say if Puck. I'm not sure where it actually lines up because I only read the first and second chapter, or the prologue. Actually, I think it was the prologue and maybe the first chapter. I kind of can't 100% remember. And then I read like chapter 14 or something, and then like chapter 20 something, and that was it. Just catching up on the stuff that they didn't adapt. So I can't quite place where Puck and the meeting with Donovan, not Donovan, sorry, with the meeting with Puck in that bar. I think it was maybe after the events of the whole of the first anime. Yeah, I can't really place it. Oh, I'm fucking boiling. The UK right now is absolutely ridiculous. What the hell? What, this scene looks fucking awful. Looks like you guys know what Bionicles are? It almost looks like the Bionicle movie right now. Why? What is the need for 3Ding this scene? I don't understand. And yeah, if you haven't seen Bionicle, that was not a compliment. I never really played with them that much or anything. Again, I think I just bought one once and got the DVD free with it, maybe, and watched it. And even as a kid, I didn't really like it, so you know that's when something's bad. Hearing that a lot at the early stages here, aren't we? I feel like the dialogue is slightly changed a little bit in terms of Griffith. Like everything else almost seems kind of beat for beat. In terms of Griffith and Guts, there does seem to be a little more kind of added there between them in terms of maybe a relationship. I wasn't really hinted at that much in the old anime. I don't think you could kind of tell it was maybe implied, but I don't think it was mentioned in actual words quite as much as it has been already. Okay, I was gonna say I was wondering if they skipped the whole portion of that just then. This is the kind of conspirators, hey. I think if they knew this guy, I don't think they'd be mind talking about that in front of him. But yeah, I had a feeling that they might actually just skip the whole whole arc in this kingdom. Is this where we meet Zodd? I have a feeling I recognise his entrance. Yes. Oh, I don't remember us building up to Zodd like this. Again, I think it feels a little bit strange, kind of jumping to jump from episode to episode. It seems. God damn, what is this fight going to be like? Let's hope fucking not much CGI. Well, it's already started out with the CGI, so. Let's hope the demons look good in CGI then. Get a little taste right now. Skull Knight didn't look too bad in the intro. Oh, it is 2D. Nice. And there's the blade that he gives Guts later on. So he does use that exact blade he actually gives him. That was something I was quite interested in. When obviously when Zodd dropped that sword for him later on. Mercenary? Where'd you hear that? Build up to this fight really wasn't a build up at all, was it? Jeez, man, look at this animation. It looks fucking clean as shit. Splendid. And here's the transformation. And a CG. Doesn't look all that bad, actually. Doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look quite as intimidating as he did in the old school anime. That doesn't look that bad. That's a very nice shot right here. Oh damn, that guy just got twisted. Casca looks awful right now. Apart from that, this actually hasn't been too bad. The 2D parts were fucking lovely. As I've said this whole time, the 2D sections look beautiful of these fights. I'm also really excited to hear his dialogue again about these guys' relationship. Damn, that slash from Guts there looked clean. Looked like slicing through ham. My what? The High King? Yeah, it makes sense he'd know about this. A prophecy. Is that meant to say desires? But he does escape it. Again, Guts is a master of getting to the brink, isn't he? He was born from death, so... Not quite a prophecy, my dude Zodd. Not quite a prophecy. Almost 100% fact. Except for that last part. But I can't help but feel again that was slightly changed in wording a little bit to the original. But yeah, that fight was actually really good. I like that one. Some of the 3D parts look bad. Less the actual fight though. More the surroundings. And just why the hell would you CGI Casca in a fight scene without Casca? But yeah, the CGI on Zodd was actually decent, especially that scene of Guts and Griffith attacking him. They mixed it quite nicely with the 2D. But yeah, honestly, that was a pretty good one. Zodd's design again wasn't quite as good in CGI as it was in 2D in the original version, but the sound design being so good and such, it does kind of add that weight to it by itself. So yeah, I like that one. Again, not too much kind of setup for that either, which is what it is, but it's like just getting all the payoffs without having to kind of do any of the hard work. Because of the, like, cheating, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, apologies if I look very glistening. I did just have a little pause, and I'm sweating a ton. I would be alright, I think. I've been really sweaty the last few days, but I would be alright if maybe my giant light wasn't right in front of me as well. So I've got this 30-degree heat and this giant light in front of my face as well. So yeah, I'm sweating a ton right now. Apologies. Absolutely boiling. Same thing, hey? Again, just little signs like that just tell you Griffith's lack of good judgment and such. Oh, okay. So this woman that gave him that is the same woman we see in the yeah, same woman we see during the end of the original anime. And that was the moment this anime ended. Guts fell off the fucking stairs. I can understand, man. That thing is creepy as fuck. I can't wait to see that awaken with a new style animation. Sorry, I keep complaining, by the way, guys. I think it's going to be a common theme. Because again, the parts of this what do look good and nice are so good. It's such a shame. Sure, I love that shadow there of the tree right underneath them. Oh, it's not even a shadow. It's actually just vines. That is a pose. You know what, I don't mind this guy being in 3D. This guy deserves to be in 3D. Make him look even more ugly. Indeed. Oh god. There's rape target number one. Galotaja. Look at these ugly faces. You know, this stuff's so wholesome, and then you just remember. How on earth do these things work? Is the hair so tight it kind of keeps that thing on? Obviously, Kagura from Gintama has got something similar. Always wondered how the hell those things stay on the side of your head. This guy looks really different. In some scenes of the old anime, he looked fine. In some scenes, he looked ugly as fuck with the bad animation. Here, he's just kind of ugly all the time, but sometimes he's in CG. We've covered quite a lot, haven't we? It sure has covered quite a lot. It goes to show, really, that maybe quite a lot of what was in the first half of the old anime maybe didn't need to be there. Which makes me a little bit mad that scenes like the one, again, with Guts in the darkness by himself, having that monologue, and then Skull Knight coming out were left out. That was, again, one of my favourite scenes, and it wasn't even in the anime. Exceedingly exquisite. Charlotte. The Hunt. Sounds like a little fart. Yeah, this is a good scene to just show how gentle he is, isn't it? And again, so wholesome, but so not wholesome. So not wholesome. Oh shit, wild boar. Chatsta. And you know what, actually the horses look really nice in CGI. They look a little bit blurry every now and then, I won't lie. But when they're not blurry, they look really nice. I have heard horses are an absolute fucking nightmare to animate. Seeing discussions about the JoJo Part 7 anime. Part 8, I can't remember. But yeah, I've heard they're an absolute nightmare to animate, so maybe it probably was the right decision to see that CGI them, perhaps. Again, they look pretty good when they're not a little blurry. I think the colours just stand out a whole lot more in this version as well, don't they? Because of obviously the new tech and animation. A whole lot more bright, which I'm not sure is a great thing. I like it. I'm not sure it's a great thing because obviously this is quite a dark show. The scene with Zodd, for example, wasn't nearly as dark as it was in the old anime. So I didn't quite feel the atmosphere in that scene. Although, again, it was a really good fight. So let's see in 3D how this fucking bullshit egg deflected this hit. Maybe that now knowing that it can do shit, maybe the mouth moved to where the arrow was and caught it. But yeah, just kind of realised during this scene that yeah, there's a whole lot less of Jedeau, Corcus, Casca, and Pippin so far, isn't there? Which is a necessary evil, I guess. Yeah, I love the sounds. The stare wasn't quite as intimidating. But the sounds there was nice. The White Dragon Knights. Is this the little boy that died? Yeah, it is. I didn't even realise that. I didn't even realise that was his son. Wow. I guess maybe. Well, I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say horribly that maybe I shouldn't feel as bad as I did. But he's his own person, isn't he? This kid. So I think that point is void, just because his father's an asshole. If anything, maybe it makes it even worse. Actually. But yeah, it looks like this is the assassination job. Again, it does very much skip quite a bit, doesn't it? Of setup. It it just goes straight in and then kind of tries to set it up 20 seconds before it happens. Again, it's just payoff, payoff, payoff without much build up. Which is an aspect that I don't mind too much after seeing it once already, to be honest with you guys. It probably would get a bit monotonous seeing all this build up for a second time. I think that's an aspect maybe I do like about watching this now. But if I was a new viewer, for example, it would be quite tough watching, I imagine. The White Dragon Knights. I love the names of the armies in this show. I wonder if we'll see the Purple Rhino Knights. Ooh. God damn. And the show's so good. Movie's so good. In 2D. Fucking blood popping out the nose. I remember when that first happened to me with a coke. Well, obviously not blood. I rarely ever have nosebleeds, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, when I first had coke and I laughed and it spouted out my nose and it hurt so much. It was so fizzy. It was so painful. I think that's only ever happened once. Luckily, it's something I never want to experience again. Just like this. Oh my god, what is this slow motion shaky cam? Blurry? What? Something you see in a budget horror movie. This is a lot more effective. Oh my god. Again, another thing I probably didn't want to see. Which I'll probably have to see again for a third time when I read the manga. Of course I had to keep this in there. Oh, that's an interesting little detail, which I'm not sure we saw. You see the can't remember what they're called, but it's like built up grip on the hands. But yeah, again, they've done some. That's just happened again. They blur some scenes. I'm not sure if it's just a product of the CGI, but some scenes are really blurry. Like during this death scene, it was blurry and shaky and no noise, and it really wasn't that effective. It was much more effective when it was clear and absolutely silent just after that scene. It was really impactful. And some of the decisions are like 50-50. So sick, so shit. I can understand why these movies are very decisive, why there's one side that says never watch these and one side that said they're really good, watch them. I can definitely understand. We got the corridor scene coming up, or is that later on? I think that might be in a different segment. See, what is that? What is that switch? Just eat a whole chicken caucus? Okay, mate. That's gross. He sounds like he's at a whole chicken right now. I'd be interested to hear about the production of these. And he's back. And that cut right after that action scene was a little bit sudden, wasn't it? Like my cuts in my reactions. From Rose Mansion. We are going to see this ball. Is that where this is going to end up on? Yeah, I think we've only got 10 minutes left, so. Again, covered quite a lot, didn't they? In this 1 hour. Covered a hell of a lot. Why? Why is there half CGI, half 2? I'm sorry I keep bringing it up. Again, it's impossible not to. It's impossible not to. So you guys are probably sick of me bitching about the CGI, but why is there half of the room 2D looking absolutely fine, and then a whole second half of the room looking like NPC, halfly designed fucking... Jeez, man. Like early PS3 type fucking CGI type looking motherfuckers. I think that's the worst. That's obviously the action scenes where the CGI is blurry are the worst part, but I think the second worst part, as opposed to those, are the background characters that are in CGI for no apparent reason, just to make the scene look bad. Like Casca earlier in the fight with Zodd as well. It's just unnecessary. Maybe they had a certain quota to fill for the people that done the job of the CG. They had to do X amount. And patch it up. It's quite funny actually. I didn't really notice the difference in these two relationships and scenes between Griffith and Charlotte and Casca and Guts right here. They're both very much complete opposites, aren't they? Of both Casca and Charlotte, and almost Griffith and Guts as well. From the outside perspective, anyway. Like, these guys are very soft and don't like bloodshed and such. Well, and obviously for Griffith, he doesn't care about that shit, but from what it seems on the outside, he'd look like he doesn't care about, if you know what I'm saying. But obviously Guts and Casca, her patching him up like that just easily, like, no thoughts behind it. Very much accustomed to the battle and the bloodshed. So is Griffith, of course, but he's just a special case. Interesting you say that, Griffith. Interesting you say that they become martyrs to their god in their dreams. A lot of these fucking guys do. A lot of your guys do. And you pick up quite a bit. There's quite a bit of foreshadowing in this, isn't there? Now you get a little bit of context behind some of the dialogue. So it looks like we're gonna end off on quite a chill note. Maybe. Yes, Gus, he's talking about you. Yes, Gus, you are his only friend. thousands of colleagues and comrades and followers. You are his only friend. His equal. Oh shit, so this is when they find out. Ansatsu desu. Oh, you should know who's behind this, Casca, come on. Look at him. Yes, well done. That's what we're ending off on. I think so. I think you guys said not to skip the credits. I think it was only for the third movie though, right? Starting off with some ugly CGI. Interesting, we get a preview for movies as well. Oh shit, Purple Rhino Knights! So we do see him. Nice. Again, I'm not sure why you're previewing the CG. The part that makes me not want to watch. Golden Age Chapter 2. The Capture of Doldre. Oh shit, there's that horror scene. And obviously the fight between these two, which is going to be sick. The Egg of the King as well. So next movie looks like they're going to cover pretty much up to maybe like episode 20 in the 20s. It looks like. So it looks like the last one maybe is going to have quite a bit more kind of additional material if that's the case. The way things are going, this one's covered through up to the 10s, I imagine. Maybe even further than the 10s. Yeah, I'm just going to skip through quickly. You guys did say, yeah, I think it's just credits. I think the credits of the third one is where I need to watch. Apologies if I mix that up, but yeah, the pace and the way things are going, it seems like again this one's covered almost half of the original anime, which you've done pretty good job on. Again, obviously some very noticeable cuts, some very noticeable kind of things missing out as well. Obviously a lot of the setup for a lot of the payoff scenes were not there, so the payoff wasn't as big of a payoff as otherwise would be, but again it would feel a bit monotonous if you did add all that in there. Yeah, pacing wise, again, it kind of seems like next movie, I should say, is going to cover pretty much the rest of the anime up until the kind of final sequence with the demon stuff, and the final movie is the longest one as well. So again, I've got a feeling there's a whole lot, maybe more than what we kind of saw in the anime, which I'm excited for. I won't lie, because again, that ended very abruptly. So hopefully we'll see kind of past that point in the anime. But yeah, honestly, I did enjoy this. It was very enjoyable for the 2D portions. Again, you would have noticed I complained a hell of a lot about that, and it's probably going to be a theme in the upcoming version as well. I'll try to stop it, but it's just in your face so much, and it's just such a shame that I just can't help bring it up every now and then. Because the 2D scenes again look absolutely beautiful. The character designs look great. The action scenes look brilliant. Again, the sound is fucking awesome. Everything about this is just top class. And then unfortunately some CGI background characters get plopped in there for no reason. Some scenes are very blurry and silent and just weird, like at a weird point, and then you go to the powerful scene of the kid dying in absolute silence with nice 2D animation where it's actually impactful. Just kind of again kind of lowers that kind of impact a little bit, which again just such a shame that they just decide to put the CGI in there. Again, maybe they had a contract with the CGI people, and they had to fulfill a certain amount of CGI for the movie, otherwise they wouldn't get their paycheck or something. Again, this probably would have been an 8, 9, or even 10 maybe, if going for the whole movies. Again, I haven't seen the other two, but going for this one, obviously it wouldn't have been a 10, but it very much could have been a top tier movie if it was just fully 2D, in my opinion. So yeah, the CGI takes it down a bit. Other than that though, again, the sound was awesome. The voice acting, really liked the change in voice actors. Guts' voice actor sounds a lot more like I'll expect Guts from his look to sound. Griffith as well, a little bit more quiet, a little more kind of calmed down. Definitely kind of goes with this aesthetic and such. I don't like Casca's new voice actor, I won't lie. I much prefer her old voice actor, but I much prefer her old look as well. But in general, a lot of the character designs look really nice. I did mention earlier there's a lot more colour in this and a lot more kind of vibrance, which is okay. I don't mind there being too much of a lack of vibrance with a show like Berserk, to be honest, because again it is gritty and dark and violent and metal. I'm not sure metal is the right word, but again it is dark. That scene with Zodd, for example, it was a fucking awesome action sequence. Even the CGI looked good, but it just kind of lacked that darkness and that depth that the original anime kind of captured perfectly. It just had pitch black kind of spots towards the corners of the screen, and again just felt like you were in pitch darkness fighting a evil monster. So again, there was definitely some parts of the original anime that done things a lot better than this, but in general, again, I enjoyed this, so definitely will be watching the next two. Again, especially excited for the third one now after watching this. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this movie down in the comment section. Again, sorry for all the complaining. Again, there's probably going to be quite a few more complaints in the next reaction, so probably wouldn't watch them if you guys didn't like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with any of my reactions. As I mentioned, I'll be back on Monday with the manga reaction, which I do every Monday and Tuesday, and then probably be back next Sunday with the second movie. So hopefully you join me then. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.